Hello, hello. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Um, I want you guys to start leaving comments and asking me a few questions if y'all feel like I don't answer everything that y'all might want to know or that y'all might be curious about. Um, I kind of want to just pick up where I left off about my relationship and whatnot. It was supposed to be a throuple. And for y'all that don't know what a throuple is a three-person relationship. And what I want you guys to know is that people in just a normal two-person relationship, everybody has their role, regardless if they want to say, oh, there's no role, gender, no roles that needs to be played in the home. There is. And you a lie if you don't believe it. If you a lie if you say it ain't, because it is. In my relationship, before we added the person in, I did the mothering thing. I was more so like a housewife. I was a homemaker. I was like a housewife or whatever. And he would go to work and he was the provider. He did his role, I did my role. And with me doing mine, it was like overbearing sometimes. I would get overstimulated. I would get exhausted a lot with dealing with the amount of kids that we have. And he would be working and providing for us, and he would get exhausted in his life as well. So I've always felt like, okay, it would be great to add on another female into this, because you will assume that females have this type of mothering home type of energy. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I was looking for out of the relationship. But that's not always what you get if you don't pick correctly. And throughout that, I've learned a lot. I've learned a whole lot. So once we had decided to go ahead, well, I really didn't decide. He basically decided for me, for us rather, what was going to happen when it came to the woman that I thought could potentially be a part of what we were trying to do. So he basically made it up in his mind on what he wanted to do, and he made it happen. So I really didn't get to know her as well as I would like to. And I also feel like they was just moving too fast. So next thing I know, she's coming over more often than I would anticipated for her to. I didn't really, they were just moving a little too fast. I didn't really want her over as often as she should have been. Next thing you know, she's living in my home. Her and her child is living in my home. And I really wasn't feeling that. He like, okay, well, it's going to be all right. You know, the manipulation started to come in. You know, because I guess he just wanted what he wanted at the time. And that's okay. You know, people want what they want, and they want it how they want it. Completely fine. But at the end of the day, I wasn't ready because I didn't even know her. I didn't know nothing about her. I barely knew the girl's birthday. Like, I didn't know her friends, her family, never met her family, never met any of her friends for real. I just didn't know anything about her. And now you're telling me that this woman is about to live with us? Now she about to live with us, bro. Now you're pushing it. It's a lie. But what am I supposed to do when he's head honcho? What am I supposed to do when he's the breadwinner? I'm just a housewife with kids. So it went from there. So now I'm trying to adjust to this new lifestyle that is being sprung upon me. I really wanted to take it really slow. But like I said before, he had established some sort of connection and some sort of relationship with her before anything, before me. I didn't get a chance to get to know her and build a type of relationship with her or nothing like that. I didn't get a chance to do that. And it was just sprung on me so fast. So it's like, adjust now, or you ain't got no choice. Basically, I kind of felt forced into it. Just because I was with it didn't mean that I should have been forced into it. You know, I wasn't able to move at my pace. Anyway, so next thing I know, I have this strange woman. I'm gonna just be honest, she's strange to me because I don't know her. Strange woman and her child living in my home. And it's like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? So I'm working with it. Okay, so now we're like cooking together and you know, just trying to get acquainted with each other. You know, but in the back of my mind, I'm also feeling like, okay, is there some sort of agenda? Is there some sort of, like, what's to y'all? Like, I'm questioning everything now. Like, I'm paranoid because they're moving so fast. Everybody's moving so fast, and I just didn't have a say in it. And I'm just getting paranoid. And it's like, I felt like she was just trying to do whatever she could to make me like her. So she's buying me gifts. She buying him gifts. We're doing things together. It was just moving so fast. I'm just getting overwhelmed about the whole situation. I'm getting paranoid. So now I'm paranoid, questioning everything. And now, not only that, I'm looking at the whole picture. Like, what is going on? This man is really moving quite fast with this woman, you know. And they're loving it at this point. I was loving it in the beginning when we were going over each other's houses and stuff like that. But now that this woman is in my home, invading my space, it was like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what are we doing? Wait, y'all need to pump y'all brakes. I'm getting paranoid. What y'all on? You know. But not only that, it was like roles were getting crossed. I knew my role. Nothing was going to really change when it came to what I do in my home. This is my home. This is my domain. This is my kingdom. You get what I'm saying? But I got this other woman coming in, and she doesn't do the things that I do. She doesn't do the things that I do when it comes to homemaking, if that makes any sense to y'all. You know, the cooking, the cleaning, the kids, the home life, the love, the everything. That wasn't her cup. You get what I'm saying? And I've witnessed that. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, what the fuck is this? Because I'm not used to that. I'm thinking a lot of women are like me. But I've seen that a lot of women aren't like me, you know. And basically she came in and had her own agenda. She came in and had her own way of doing things. And I tried to work with her on, you know, what I like to be done in the home and what I would like for her to help me with, you know, in the home. And she helped herself to my man, basically, and he allowed it. And I would express myself. I would come to him like, hey, I'm not really feeling this because I was sold on she's gonna come in and help me. And instead of her coming in and helping me, she helped herself to my man. She didn't care about cooking. She didn't care about cleaning. She didn't care about making sure that the children, all of them, were properly taken care of at the time. That wasn't her focus. Her focus was my man, my boyfriend, whatever he was to her at the time. what they is now, whatever, they had their own thing. So it came to a point where I felt like I was just a maid now. I'm like some sort of weird ass maid. They go to work, come home, go up into the bedroom and do their thing. Like, and wait for me to finish with the kids, make sure I'm finishing with homework, making sure I'm finishing with the household chores and dinner. And I'm making sure of everything while they're upstairs living their lives. And I'm being neglected in the process. So now I'm feeling alienated. I'm feeling as if I don't matter. I'm feeling a lot of different feelings, and I tried to express that to her. Of course, she didn't give a fuck. And I tried to express that to him, and it just wasn't registering to him. It was like, what? I'm loving what I got going on. I don't care about none of that. Nothing mattered to now one of them. They got what they wanted out of the situation. They were just happy to be with each other. And at the time, I was so desperate to just hold my family together. I was willing to do anything, which I've done. I've done damn near anything to hold my family together, bro. Just to make sure that my kids were straight, to make sure that their father was still in their life. I tried to hold my family together to the point where I was accepting the fact that I got this woman in my home with my children and my man. Like, I'm willing to do anything to try to hold our family together. And if I could say anything today, it would be, know your worth. Know your fucking worth. Because ain't nothing worth that. You know what you provide for your children. If the father gonna be who they is, then let them be. Let them be. Don't ever dilute yourself to be what they want you to be. And the whole time you're killing yourself on the inside. It's not worth that. I knew deep down that I was worth way more. I knew that I was way better than that whole situation. Like, it wasn't that. I tried to hold on to my family. I tried to hold my family together, and I was desperate to hold my family together. And not only was I desperate, she was too. She was desperate to the point where she would do any and everything and go above and beyond, as me, so would I, to try to keep him. She knew that she needed to go above and beyond. She needed to do something that I wasn't able to do at the time. I'm taking care of my family. I'm doing what I normally do. And while you're normally just taking care of your family, sometimes you're not really able to step in and be this physical energy for your man. Sometimes you're just not able to do that when you are pouring into the children that you guys had created. You get what I'm saying? And trying to be this modeled mother for your children. It's just, and then trying to be this woman for your man. It's just, you can't do it all alone sometimes, especially when you're not getting any type of relief from the father himself. You get what I'm saying? So at that point in the relationship, he was winning very much so with the whole, I got somebody taking care of my family, and then I got somebody physically taking care of me. And everything is great, but everything wasn't great. Everything wasn't great because everybody didn't know their role. You know, she was supposed to have helped me as well and helped him. She was supposed to came in as respectfully, like the help. You know, she was supposed to came in like that, but it didn't turn out to be that way. So if I wanted to let you guys know anything, I would let y'all know that know your role in the relationship. There are roles in relationships, regardless if people want to say it or not. There are roles. There's providers and there's nurturers and things of that nature. Sometimes both people could do both, but I knew my role. He lost his way in the role. He allowed a lot of things to go too far, or maybe he just didn't give a fuck. I don't know. I'm not sure. But she most definitely was coloring outside the lines, to say the least, on and in the whole relationship. Yeah, just know your role, and always express yourself in the relationship. Just always respect yourself, and express yourself, and know your worth. I was desperate to hold my family together after 17 years. I was desperate to hold my family together. I didn't want to lose my family. And I was willing to do anything, by any means necessary, to hold it together. So, I guess until next time, my friends, I'll just talk to y'all later. Bye.